What's happening, family? It's your chill brother from another, Mr. All About My Biz. Y'all know what time it is. It's the Playbook Podcast, man. Listen, man, I'm so excited about this week. This week, we're going to talk about the reflections of greatness. That's going to be part of our championship speech. So y'all stay tuned for that, man. Y'all know what we do when we get on the Playbook Podcast, yo. You know we talk around the NBA. You know we talk about NFL. You know it's my favorite part of the show in regards to stop playing. So listen, man, without further ado, I don't got more to say. I'm humped. I'm ready to go. You should be too. Let's get it going, y'all. It's the Playbook Podcast. Let's go. What's going on, my good people? It's your chill brother from another. Kyle Turner back in the building for another episode of the Playbook Podcast. Y'all, listen, I'm just trying to handle my biz so I can take care of my future kids. Every time I'm on this show, that's all I'm thinking of. My legacy, what I want to leave for them when they come aboard in the future. You know what I'm saying? So listen, man, as always, y'all, I appreciate your continued support of the Playbook Podcast. And your support means, listen, go to Spotify, Anchor, Spreaker, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio. The Playbook Podcast, Kyle Turner is where you can find every episode from season 1 and every episode from season 2 that's underway now. We give you a fresh cut, a little bit off the top to keep you going with more of the Playbook Podcast. We're just trying to expand our horizons. We'll bring the barbershop and bring it to your podcast, y'all. So listen, man, I'm tired of the fluff. Let's get right into the stuff. Let's get right into the opening tip. So listen, y'all, we got the opening tip. We're going to go around the NBA. We got B-ball bouncing. You know, we got the Summer League happening right now in Vegas, man. And listen, I just got a couple of guys that I want to give my whole report card for in reference to how they've been balling out in Vegas right now. Listen, you know, we got to go through the top picks in the draft. We got Cade Cunningham. We got Jalen Green, Evan Mobley. We got Scotty Barnes, Jalen Suggs. We're going to talk about Jonathan Kuminga as well. And we got Davion Mitchell. We're going to talk about him as well in the mix in the top 10 for the draft that have been balling. I mean, super hooping in the draft, in the Summer League down in Vegas. And I got some honorable mentions I want to mention as well in this particular draft class, man. So, Cade Cunningham, man, he's been as advertised so far in the Summer League in the couple of games that he played. Number 1 pick in the draft, averaging 18.7 points per game, 43% from the field, 5.7 rebounds, 2.3 assists. My man been getting it done. He going to get an A. K going to get an A with how he's been playing. I feel like he can give a little bit more, but of course, I mean, I'm pretty sure Detroit's going to hold the reins back on what he's going to be able to do with the Summer League, especially making sure they keep him healthy and intact because they're going to be in for a long season as they look to rebuild in the Motor City. Speaking of a team looking to rebuild, the Houston Rockets, number 2 pick in the draft, Jalen Green. I mean, his hair is floppy like Anderson Varejao, but my man got game. A lot more game than Anderson Varejao as well. Jalen Green hooping this Summer League, got 20 points per game, 51% from the field, 53% from 3. And his knock coming out the draft was that my man is inconsistent with his jumper. But my man's been proving the doubt is wrong with how he's been playing in the Summer League so far. 4.3 rebounds, 2 dimes per contest for Jalen Green. He gets an A+ to me. His overall confidence in the way he's been hooping and way he's been playing and the energy that he brings to the game. Every game that I've seen with him and the Houston Rockets, my man has a certain demeanor, energy, tenacity that he brings to the table, and it's parallel to what and how his team has played in the games that he has played in the Summer League. Jalen Green get an A+ to me. Number 3 pick in the draft, Evan Mobley. Big guys take a little bit of time to get going. The Cleveland Cavaliers were making sure that he really wasn't exposing himself too much in the Summer League. I mean, averaging 11 points per game, 7.7 rebounds, 3 assists per contest, and 1.7 blocks a game for the big guy out of USC. Evan Mobley, he gets a B- to me. I feel like he could have gave a little bit more in the Summer League, but listen, the regular season's right around the corner. I'm pretty sure they're going to experiment with him and Jared Allen at the power forward or the center position for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're big twin towers, if you will, of the future. Number 4 pick in the draft, Scotty Barnes. He gets a B+ to me. He's average at 13 points per game, 7.3 rebounds, 3 dimes per contest. He shot 33% from the field. Got to do a better job knocking down some buckets, Scotty. 1 steal, 2 blocks. I mean, he's going to fill the stat sheet with the Toronto Raptors. We're going to see what happens if they're going to trade Spicy P or not. So we're going to, stay tuned with that particular development in Canada A. Scotty Barnes, though, has been great for the Toronto Raptors this summer league. He gets a B+ to me. Jalen Suggs, number 5 pick to Orlando, and a little bit of a shocker to some people, but Jalen Suggs has been great for Orlando throughout the summer league. 15.3 points per game, 42% from the field, 36% from the great beyond, 6.3 rebounds. That's a good way to get on the glass if you're a guard, especially with his size. 6.3 rebounds, 2.3 assists for the championship runner-up, Jalen Suggs. But my man's been playing like a champion throughout the summer league. He gets a B+ to me. Jonathan Kuminga, 17.3 points per game for the Golden State Warriors, 36% from the field, 5.7 rebounds per contest, and 1.3 assists. My man's been doing it with his play, driving to the cup. I mean, my man put my man on a yo-yo a couple of games back. Between the legs, gave him a crossover in the jam before the half. I mean, this kid is going to be extra special in the Bay, especially being able to glean from Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and a Klay Thompson. Jonathan Kuminga, someone to watch out for in the years to come. He gets a B to me. Davion Mitchell. I mean, he has probably the greatest nickname I've ever heard. Off night. Because when people play him, the star player plays them, they have an off night. Yo, whoever gave him that nickname, you should probably be in the Hall of Fame for that nickname that you gave to Davion Mitchell. I mean, number 9 pick in the draft, Davion Mitchell has been doing work for the Sacramento Kings, and his play and his championship level play has been infectious for the Sacramento Kings. I mean, they've made sure they kept him in tow, not playing him a whole lot of minutes, but within the minutes that Davion Mitchell has been playing, I mean, my man has really showed up and showed out. I mean, putting the locks on everybody, every opportunity that he's given and that he's gotten a chance to. Davion Mitchell has shown that, I probably should have been the number 9 pick in the draft, but his play throughout this summer league has been spectacular for the Sacramento Kings. He's been averaging 11.3 points per game per contest, 35% from the field. But his play on defense, which has been his calling card throughout his college career, has been infectious for the Sacramento Kings, especially a team that needs to work on their defense, especially how much they gave up on the defensive side of the ball last season. He's averaging a steal and a half per contest. Davion Mitchell is someone to highlight this season. He might be a sneaky dark horse contender for Rookie of the Year, especially if the Sacramento Kings can find a way to possibly sneak into the play-in game in the Western Conference. Possibly. We'll see. Luke Walton is still their coach, so I don't really give a whole lot of credit to Luke Walton. We'll see what happens in Sacktown. Honorable mentions. We're going to go through the honorable mentions real quick. Got Cam Thomas out of Brooklyn Nets. My man's been lighting it up in the summer league. 24 points per game, 42% from the field, 33% from 3. I mean, his calling card out of LSU has always been his scoring, and that has been highlighted throughout the summer league. Did you see that one-leg runner and sudden death over CRISPR out of Gonzaga, now with the Washington Wizards? Yo, that almost looked Dwayne Wade-esque, if you will, for the game winner for the Brooklyn Nets in their summer league game against the Washington Wizards. Cam Thomas, honorable mention within this summer league, okay? Also, we got Sharif Cooper, the guard out of the Atlanta Hawks, and I mean, second-round pick, didn't get a whole lot of love, but my man's been hooping like he should have got first round love with how he's been playing throughout the summer league. Been averaging 17.7 points per contest, 52% from the field, and 39% from three. And his knock, just like Jalen Green, was he can't really shoot from outside. But my man, Sharif Cooper, has been putting the ball in the basket throughout the summer league, and his play has been highlighted by how the Atlanta Hawks been playing throughout the summer league. Sharif Cooper, I'm out here showing you love, bro. All right. Special shout out. Number 26 pick in the draft. Bones Highland, representing the 302 to the fullest. I mean, my man putting in work for the Denver Nuggets. Listen, Brooklyn, you could have had him at number 25. But Bones has been breaking bones with how he's been playing at the guard position for the Denver Nuggets. 19.8 points per game, 46% from the field, 40% from downtown, and 4.8 assists per contest for the guard out of VCU, but reigns and resides from Wilmington, Delaware, representing 302. Bones Highland, got to give you a special shout out here on the Playbook Podcast. Speaking of some guys that played in the summer league before they became superstars, I got to talk about Kawhi Leonard. And, most of the time, we know Kawhi Leonard because he's the fun guy. He got the laugh, et cetera, et cetera. But I got a question, though. Is he possibly the most protected player in the NBA right now? Could he possibly be the most protected player in the league? And I just had to think about that because most of the time we're taught the quietest guy in the room is probably the one that we have to pay attention to the most. And because of how quiet in demeanor that Kawhi tends to be, we might have to watch out for him being a super diva. And that says a lot because, y'all know I get on LeBron a lot because he is the little crybaby to me. Seriously. And he still probably will be for the remainder of his career. But Kawhi Leonard could secretly be the most protected and most diva-ish player in the NBA. And, he just signed a max extension with the Clippers, but I'm pretty sure the conversation with Steve Ballmer went like this before he actually signed the contract. Listen, Steve, I'm not signing the extension right away. You guys pretty much helped me tear my ACL. You tore my ACL, so I'm a little mad with you guys. I'm a little upset, so I'm going to be a little petty for a week or so. I'm going to see who else is out there who wants my services, and then maybe I'll give you guys a call back. You guys are going to be on block for a while because I got to block you because I'm still in my feelings about stuff. Y'all, you make sure you talk to Uncle Dennis when you get my money right. All right? Y'all have a good one. That's probably how the conversation went with Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers before he signed his extension. But, I just want to know, in your opinion, is Kawhi Leonard possibly the most protected player in the NBA? What say you? Leave your comments in the show notes, and we'll be sure to rap about that possibly sometime next week. The Clippers made some moves as well. They traded Pat Bev, Rajon Rondo, Daniel Otero to the Memphis Grizzlies for Eric Bledsoe. He's going back home to L.A. where he was originally drafted. He's not the answer at point guard. He's going to back up Reggie Jackson. But I think the Clippers are looking for a spark other than Pat Bev and a Rajon Rondo, who are getting a little bit up there in age. I'm sorry. Eric Bledsoe wasn't an answer in New Orleans. He wasn't the answer in Milwaukee. And he's definitely not going to be an answer at point guard with the Clippers. But we'll see how this all fares in L.A. for the Clippers, who are looking to make possibly another run at the Western Conference Finals, even without Kawhi Leonard. But I got to end this segment, and this hurts a lot. Last week, I had a lot of different emotions. Russell Westbrook